people have shifted their opinion.
Well, I think that they're hearing very, very clearly a message from the American president saying Iran cannot get a nuclear bomb no matter what. And they're also hearing him and many people in his administration making the case that a nuclear Iran is not just an existential threat to Israel, it is an existential threat to America. And I think this is the majority position as well. Don't want American soldiers and boots on the ground in another Middle Eastern war. The beauty of this situation is that's not necessary. You know, at the worst case scenario in terms of American involvement is the use of these B-2 bombers and the dropping of a few of these MOPs.
Just a few months before she became CBS News' chief propagandist, Bari Weiss was already doing Trump's bidding by manufacturing consent for a war in Iran that wouldn't break out until months later.
Today's military strikes on Iran, carried out by the United States and Israel, mark a catastrophic escalation in an illegal war of aggression. Bombing cities, killing civilians, opening a new theater of war. Americans do not want this. They do not want another war in pursuit of regime change. They want relief from the affordability crisis. They want peace.
And when Mayor Zoran Mamdani dared to speak out and take a principled anti-war position, this is how one of her network's newest contributors responded.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I live in New York, Mr. Mamdani. You are more than welcome to come to one of my safe houses. You're more than welcome to come and see my would-be assassin in the federal court. You didn't even dare to come and face them. Where were you when they sent killers here in New York City? You were crying for your aunt because she stopped using subway for simply in an illusion statement you made saying that she didn't feel safe because of wearing hijab. Really? I stopped using subway because of the would-be assassins being sent to beautiful New York City by the Islamic Republic. I know maybe you and many other people, they hate President Trump, but believe me, this is not the right time to shift your hatred and your anger from President Trump to the people of Iran, innocent people.
Goes without saying that Masih al-Nijad should not have to live under the fear of assassination for her views. But what does any of that have to do with Mamdani's statement? Better yet, do you really think the Trump administration is acting in any way, shape, or form to legitimately benefit the Iranian people? Bari Weiss, the woman CBS News just installed as their editorial North Star, posted this clip on X with a fire emoji. No context, no journalism, just a fire emoji on a clip of someone shouting down an elected official for opposing a war. Millions of views, the head of CBS News telling you which side she's on, not the side of reporting, not the side of asking questions, the side of the administration. This is not even pretending anymore. CBS News is not a news organization under Bari Weiss. It is a content operation designed to manufacture consent. When the mayor of the largest city in America releases a statement saying the American people do not want another war in pursuit of regime change, that they want relief from the affordability crisis, that they want peace, and your response as a news executive is to amplify the person shouting him down with a fire emoji, you've just told us everything we need to know about what your network is now. It's not journalism, it's cheerleading. And the American people deserve to know the difference.
Yet some in this crew, in the press, just can't stop. Allow me to make a few suggestions. People look up at the TV and they see banners, they see headlines. I used to be in that business. And I know that everything is written intentionally. For example, a banner or a headline, Mideast war intensifies, splashing on the screen the last couple of days, alongside visuals of civilian or energy targets that Iran has hit, because that's what they do. What should the banner read instead? How about Iran increasingly desperate? Because they are. They know it, and so do you, if it can be admitted. Or more fake news from CNN. Reports that the Trump administration underestimated the Iran war's impact on the Strait of Hormuz. Patently ridiculous, of course. For decades, Iran has threatened shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. This is always what they do, hold the strait hostage. CNN doesn't think we thought of that. It's a fundamentally unserious report. The sooner David Ellison takes over that network, the better. Another example of a fake headline that I saw yesterday, war widening. Here's a real headline for you for an actual patriotic press. How about Iran shrinking, going underground? So you see, Iran's leaders are hiding in bunkers and moving into civilian areas. The only thing that is widening is our advantage.
And then there's Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, the man who is supposed to be running the Pentagon during a war that has now wounded over 200 American troops. Used his press briefing to attack CNN. He called their reporting on the Strait of Hormuz fake news and fundamentally unserious. And then he said this: the sooner David Ellison takes over that network, the better. Let that sink in. The United States Secretary of Defense just publicly called for a media takeover by name from the Pentagon podium. David Ellison's company, Paramount Skydance, just closed a $111 billion deal to acquire CNN's parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery. Ellison has already promised to retool CNN's editorial strategy for a more politically diverse audience, which we all know is code for right wing. He already installed a former conservative think tank leader as ombudsman at CBS News, and the defense secretary of the U.S. is standing at a podium during a war saying he cannot wait for that man to take over one of the last major networks, asking hard questions about the war he is running. Not a policy statement. That's a threat. Gets worse, too. Hegseth also said this. He complained that news banners read, "Mideast war intensifies," and said they should instead read, "Iran increasingly desperate." He said he used to be in that business and he knows how headlines are written. He's right. He does know. He was a Fox News host, and now he's the defense secretary telling news networks what their banners should say. That is what a patriotic press means to these people, folks. It does not mean a press that serves the country. It means a press that serves the administration. It means a press that writes the headlines the Pentagon wants. It means a press that replaces journalism with propaganda and calls it patriotism. And when you combine that, Bari Weiss over at CBS, David Ellison, what he's about to do at CNN, Hegseth demanding what he's demanding from the podium, you're looking at the complete capture of legacy media by oligarchs and political operatives. CBS has Weiss, CNN's about to have Ellison, Fox has always been Fox, and the defense secretary is out here publicly pressuring the holdouts to fall in line during a war. This is how you lose a free press, not all at once, gradually. One acquisition at a time, one ombudsman at a time, one fire emoji at a time, until there's no one left whose job it is to ask the questions the government does not want asked. And the people who pay the price for that, not the journalists, it's us, the American people. When the press stops holding power accountable, power stops being accountable. And that is exactly what they want.
Hello, everybody. David Schuster here. Thanks for watching. If you found this reporting and commentary valuable, do us a favor and tap the like button. For more content like this, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified on your YouTube homepage when we drop a new video. If you are tired of corporate spin and want honest, people-focused news, click the join button below and be part of the fight for a better future. We wouldn't be here without your support. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thanks again for joining us.